Okay, we're going to continue with the index laws, and now we're looking at the zero index. And so the first thing to notice is this point. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. So anything we raise to the power of 0 is 1. So you can try that on your calculator. You can try, say, 5 to the power of 0, gives you 1. What about try something seems less obvious, perhaps 0.3 to the power of 0. Try that on your calculator. It will give you 1. So if I'm going to say anything to the power of 0 is 1, then even if I don't know the number, so a, and I raise it to the power of 0, I get 1. So the general rule that we talk about is x to the power of 0 equals 1. Okay, so that's the zero index. But let's have a look at how that links with the dividing the same bases, the powers with the same bases. Let's have a look at this question. So let's go take something you know. So let's say 10 divided by 10. You know that's 1, I hope. Let's pick something bigger, say 183 divided by 183. That gives you 1. What you know is any number divided by itself always gives you 1. You've already learned that. You learned that in primary school. So what if we get any number, we'll make it look a little bit more complicated. M to the 4 divided by M to the 4. So that's the number divided by itself. That still gives you 1. But let's use the index law when we're dividing indices with the same base. If I have M to the 4 over M to the 4, remember before we talked about these indices are connected to the same base. M's the same base. What's the law for that? You subtract your powers. So that becomes M to the power of 4 minus 4, which is 0. And M to the 0, as we know, is 1 from our law as well. So it makes sense. It fits in with the rules about dividing indices with the same bases, and it also fits in with our new law. So let's have a look at these questions. Again, if you're watching this for the second time, or you want to use this as a little reminder, I would pause it and try them yourself and then see how you go compared to see how you went. So let's have a look at these answers. Y to the 0, that's anything to the power of 0 is 1. 4 to the 0, doesn't matter, that's a number, we still know it's 1. This is in brackets, but it's all raised to the power of 0, the next one. So 4y all to the 0 is still 1. Okay, this is one that people have to think a little bit more on. It says 4 and the y 0, 4y to the 0, but only the y is raised to the 0. What's between the 4 and the y? There is a times sign written in there. So this question is actually saying 4 times y to the 0. So that's actually saying 4 times 1, which is 4. That one's slightly different. Let's have a look at E. It's still lots of things written here in the brackets, but it's all being raised to the 0. So the answer is still 1. Whereas if we did an F and we did something like this, we stuck 8 out of the front of the brackets and we still had the same things written inside the brackets. Oh, actually, I missed one, doesn't matter. All of the stuff in the brackets, all of this is being raised to this 0. So all of that is 1. The answer is 8 because it's 8 times 1.